and gentlemen, welcome to the Sly Fox Sports podcast. I am Jeremy Fox Miller, and this is Aaron Nix. Yes, Sevilla, woo, Sevilla.
There it is. Sort of. It's fucking Zoom, mate. Switch it out.
Yeah. And, of course, Chelsea. We are going to go over the Champions League for the Tuesday fixtures and Wednesday's fixtures. We're not going to do too much on all of them.
Quick fire, baby.
Quick fire for sure. Let's see. We'll start out with Atletico Madrid going over Salzburg 3-2. A brace by João Felix and another goal by Marcus Llorente helped Atletico beat Salzburg, who only got an own goal from Felipe and a goal from Dominic Szoboszlai. I think that's how they say it.
The fucking pronunciations return. Salzburg, I really think should have got something from this. I think they're actually a really good outfit. I think they play good, complete football. Atletico Madrid are expected to be, obviously, the pace setters behind Bayern Munich, despite the fact they got a bloody good drubbing. It's a shame because I think Salzburg gave a lot to this game, had some good chances, but Atletico get a win, and now Salzburg are probably going to be eyeing up that European spot, maybe dropping into the Europa League.
Yeah, for sure. Next game I want to talk about is Borussia Mönchengladbach and Real Madrid. And a couple weeks ago,
what did I say last week? What did I say? That Real Madrid, Zinedine Zidane could replace Mourinho as manager of Tottenham. And ever since you've said that, Real Madrid can't get a win to save their lives, bruv. Like, oh my God. They're so mad since you said that. You cursed.
I've cursed Zidane so bad.
Ruined it.
Madrid's defense looked absolutely atrocious.
No, that's because it is atrocious.
And even though they had Sergio Ramos back,
he's a bell end. He might be the biggest bell end in football.
Is this the end of Madrid?
The end? What, are they going to collapse under the weight of this awful run and go out of business?
That's what I'm saying. Is look at I look at some of these names that have been in there for a while: Modric, Benzema, Ramos, Varane, Casemiro, Toni Kroos. These guys aren't getting any younger. Are we going to be seeing some of these guys leave?
There might be a wholesale change eventually. I think the manager's he's on thin tread here.
I think
if they don't get out of this Champions League group and do well in the Champions League, they'll get rid of him. Real Madrid is notorious for turfing people. It's a bad draw for them. It's a great draw for Mönchengladbach. I told you they'd be difficult to beat at home, and they get a draw against Real Madrid. And ultimately, Real Madrid should not have fucking got anything from this game. That last-minute equaliser was such a shit kicker. It almost felt like, they didn't deserve that. They shouldn't have got anything from this. They didn't get anything from Shakhtar when they tried to steal it right at the end with that dodgy VAR thing. And luckily, the decision went Shakhtar's way. Right now, Real Madrid should be bottom with 0 points. They're lucky to get out dodged with a point here.
Real Madrid right now on the table are bottom with 1 point.
Yeah, but
Shakhtar Donetsk is first with 4, and then Gladbach and Inter are tied at second for 2.
Like I said, the tables don't mean anything right now. Let me know after game 4.
But if we don't, if Madrid can't get a result against Inter, I don't see Madrid going through.
Well, both teams are in trouble here anyway because both of them have been struggling coming into this. Inter have only got 2 points. They should have done better as well in a lot of people's eyes. And it will come down to who does better out of those games. If Real Madrid win both of them back to back, all of a sudden back on course. But, if Inter Milan can get something out of both of these games, maybe 4 points from these 2 games, Real Madrid are going to be in big trouble.
Indeed. Next game we're talking about is Locomotive Moscow and Bayern Munich.
Yeah, first of all, it's Bayern Munich, you're fucking president.
Whatever.
Second of all, Locomotive Moscow played very well here, actually. Bayern Munich, they weren't lucky to get the win. Bayern Munich clearly had the better of the play. But Kimmich played fantastic in this game. It was absolutely outstanding. The second goal for Bayern, the goal he scored was beautifully taken. Just flicked up on the half volley. Beautiful finish. Bayern definitely had the quality, but Locomotive Moscow, especially with this baying crowd, there were thousands of fans in there. It was crazy good atmosphere. When they scored, there was this right of it reminded me of how fun it is when football has fans in. So much better than these empty stadiums. Fuck COVID-19. Get some fans in. I don't care about the social distancing nonsense. I think the fans should be in stadiums, even if it's a smaller amount. I don't think it's a good excuse. You're seeing it worldwide with all kinds of sports, but Britain needs to be fucking sensitive about this, apparently.
Yeah.
Ultimately, Bayern Munich get the job done. Locomotive Moscow, tough outfit. Very, very tough outfit. I told you, there are no easy games here. No teams are turning up and looking like hot garbage. Even the smaller teams that you think, we're all having a good giggle at, teams like FC Midtjylland and all that kind of stuff. But they're turning up and they're playing good football. And once again, a good shift put in by Locomotive Moscow. A lot of players that you would, frankly, not be able to pronounce on your best day. But, it's a good outfit. It's a good team. They ran them ragged. Beautiful goal scored as well. And like I say, they gave Bayern Munich a bloody good go for it. And if they play like that against other teams, they'll get results.
For sure. Next game we'll talk about is Shakhtar Donetsk and Inter Milan going in a 0-0 draw.
The package right now is Shakhtar.
I was going to say, I think if Shakhtar Donetsk can get another win in any of their next 4 games, I don't see them not winning this group.
I don't think that's necessarily the case. They'll need at least 2 more wins, I think, to get a good position to possibly win this group. They're definitely, for me, the most surprising and exciting outfit so far in the Champions League. I think if you want me to pick a best team through the first 2 weeks, I think Shakhtar Donetsk. You can't go wrong with a team that beat Real Madrid on their own turf and also got a draw against Inter Milan. Those are 2 very high-profile and very prestigious European outfits. I think they're very organised. I think they're very physical. They're difficult to beat. They're set up well. And teams aren't prepared for them coming at them. And again, they had chances in this game. Lukaku, to be fair, looked quite dangerous as well for Inter Milan. Funded a stunning free kick off the crossbar. But, when it comes down to it, Inter Milan look very toothless, actually, going forward. They just don't seem to have a killer instinct and an ability to kill off games. And teams like Shakhtar Donetsk will thrive against that because they're very good at hanging around and making things difficult for people. They've got 4 points out of 2 games right now. They've got opportunities as well going forward. They've played arguably the 2 teams that should have come out of this division. They've got 4 points off them. Be interesting to see how they do. And don't forget, Real Madrid have still got to go to Shakhtar Donetsk. It's not going to be a fun place to go and play, particularly if they're going to have fans in. It should be quite an interesting one.
Exactly. Next game is Marseille and Manchester City. City goes over Marseille 3-0.
This was so boring.
It was horrible.
I had this on in the background. It was a really dreary game. Man City clearly the better. So I said, didn't I, last week? I think Marseille is the worst team in the Champions League this season. I think they're terrible. I think they're really, really boring. It's just, Man City again. Even when they don't play well, they're getting results. They didn't play very well against Porto for my money and got a 3-1 win. They didn't play that well here. They didn't have to because Marseille are pretty dross. But what? That's 2 games. That's 6 points, and that's 6 goals in 2 games as well. Man City, when they're not playing well, they're still getting results. So, don't take your nose up with Man City. They're sticking around. They're getting results. And in a season where teams like, Juventus aren't doing so well, Inter Milan are struggling, Real Madrid are struggling, a lot of the big guns are struggling, this could be Man City's opportunity to break through and do something this year.
Yeah. I think Man City have a good chance of going far in the Champions League this year.
Yeah, no question. They'll win this group. I don't think, as much as I like Porto's style of football, I don't think they're strong enough to challenge any of the big guns, and they'll probably sneak through in second place in this group. But yeah, I think Man City have got a really good opportunity. And obviously, winning this group as well means they'll have an easier draw in the knockout stages.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of Porto, they faced Olympiacos and beat Olympiacos 2-0.
Yeah, Olympiacos just didn't really turn up. It's a shame. I said after last week, they eked out a win, didn't they, last minute against Marseille. Lovely little finishing goal as well, nice sweeping effort. But I don't see much in this team, to be honest. It's a shame because I like Olympiacos, good history, been there myself, had a good time there. But for me, you got beaten pretty handily by a Porto team that isn't that strong either. Porto having a small amount of fans in certainly made a difference for them as well. I think Porto will comfortably become second in this group. I'll be interested to see how Porto do at home to Man City. That's going to be probably the biggest tie in this group. Not because it will determine, the group really, because I think Man City will win this group pretty comfortably. But that'll be the most competitive fixture, I think, out of all of them.
Yeah. I think Porto and City are going to come out of the group. Porto is going to get probably a good second place team to go up against and probably get knocked out, go to the Champions League.
Porto will be second place, so they'll play a first team if they finish second.
Right. So then we had, which I think this is, I believe, the best group out of the entire Champions League this year. Group D, the group of death. Atalanta and Ajax to a 2-2 draw, which...
This was the tie of the round. This was the tie of the week.
Yes.
Atalanta are fantastic, wildly underappreciated as a group. I think they're just a very, very dangerous and very competent team. I think Ajax and Atalanta could really go far. I really do. I believe in both teams. I believe in Atalanta a lot more than people realise. I think this game was... I don't know, this game just had everything that the neutral wanted. I'm a big Ajax fan. I want Ajax to do well. So, ultimately, I saw this as a very difficult game. I didn't see this as a game that was going to be easy. And when it came down to it, this was one of the most even games as well. 2-2 was probably the fairest result I could have said. Possession was fairly equal. They had very similar stats in terms of shots on target and stuff like that. Zapata, the player for Atalanta, he's just fantastic. Got himself a great player. You got to think, how long is it going to be before these players get pilfered? Very much like Ajax did. When Ajax did so well and almost made the Champions League final, they got raided. And I'm expecting Atalanta to get raided as well. Dusan Tadic, mate. Penalty, great game again as well. Lobbed the keeper, had that cleared. Just two really lovely, proper footballing teams. And this group is really, really quite tough. Somebody is going to drop out of this into the Europa League and do a lot of damage.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think Atalanta is probably the third best team in Italy right now.
Yeah, I'd say so. Definitely.
Juventus, of course, number 1, and Inter Milan, number 2. But Atalanta...
I know AC Milan. I think AC Milan are very dangerous this season. They look like a much better outfit. Zlatan's always going to change the game.
Napoli is always up there. But you take those four out.
Atalanta is the best. Atalanta is the best unit. They just don't have the star power that these other teams do.
Zapata is enough star power for my money.
I mean, he's a great player, but, how long is he going to be an Atalanta player?
That's true. Then we go to the final game of the day. Liverpool and FC Midtjylland. Midtjylland, whatever you want to call it. Liverpool.
FC Midtjylland.
Liverpool are in trouble. Liverpool are definitely in trouble.
I mean, they're still winning.
I mean, they're still winning, but they just lost Fabinho.
They're only in trouble when they start losing.
They lost Fabinho.
Try not to hit the panic button just yet, Max Kellerman.
Thank you very much.
I know he's like your icon.
Oh, no.
Are you a Stephen A. Smith man or a Max Kellerman man?
Honestly, it depends on what they're talking about.
Because obviously with Stephen A. Smith being black, I imagine that makes you...
No, don't go there. No, sorry, I think Stephen A. Smith has a lot of knowledge with sports, but Max Kellerman...
They don't have much knowledge on soccer, man.
Yeah, that's true. Kellerman's got more on that. But yeah, I think Liverpool... They got a good result against FC Midtjylland.
I mean, they should be beating them, to be fair. And ultimately, if you watch this game, holy shit, Midtjylland, or Midtjylland, I think it's pronounced, they had so many opportunities to get a goal and didn't. And, a lot of that's down to Liverpool's defence doing quite well and standing up strong. Keeper had a good game as well. Alisson, I think, was in goal for this, had a good game.
Alisson was in goal. That's cool.
But I honestly, watching this, I was a bit frustrated because I like Liverpool. I'm not one of these people who hates on Liverpool. I think they're a good footballing side. I like to see good footballing teams do well. But, you can't not root for Midtjylland, fucking coming in here from Denmark with all their Legos and their glorious bacon. Oh, bacon pack themselves. Here comes Dane Pack Special Midtjylland. Oh, yes, lobbing Lego. They had Legos all over the fucking Liverpool defence, mate. They were treading all over them, and they should have got a goal. I can't believe they lost.
Fabinho must have threw some Legos out on the field because Fabinho fucked his leg up.
Yeah, Fabinho's injured now, which means they're struggling for centre back. James Milner's probably going to step into that position. Obviously, you got to be a bit nervous if you're a Liverpool fan watching your two best defenders go down, but at the same time, they still got to win. That's 6 points. And they didn't play, same as Man City, didn't play particularly well in either game and still won both. So, yeah.
I can't wait for them. I can't wait for Atalanta and Liverpool.
Yeah, that's going to be
I think that one's going to be a great game. And whoever wins that one, I think will come out as the if they can get one from – like say Atalanta beats Liverpool – on one, I think Liverpool and Atalanta will be the top two.
And I think Ajax dropping in Europa League, do you?
I do, unfortunately. I think Ajax is. Well, I'd love it for them to win it.
You're right now on Ajax to win Europa League then.
Oh, that would be amazing. So then the next day,